But we're engaged, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be really nervous. My Scottish accent's gonna come out. I feel like I have to stand up if we're gonna talk about it. Okay, this morning I woke up. Kelly, where are you? Kelly and I, we went to Lake Fayetteville. It's 24 degrees outside, and it was awesome. We literally just hung out, and we got Riggs. We saw Deej. It was incredible. Had a sausage roll, and I meant to tell you this. We love donuts, and I love old-fashioned donuts. I got them to dip it in the maple glaze. So it was great. Everyone should try this at Rick's. Also, PSA for Rick's Iron Skillet. If you've never eaten breakfast there, you're missing out on everything. So,
favorite restaurant.
Yes. So then after that, I went home. I took a nap. Didn't think I was gonna be doing anything big for the rest of the day. Wore the same clothes. Probably should have showered. Then Connor was like, "Hey, can we submit some of my med school essays?" I was like, "Yeah, totally." We've been doing that normally. So I love grammar, so I love reading his essays and editing them. And so we went to Panera, and they have really great squash soup. You guys should try it. We got that. It was just like I need to emphasize how much I literally had no idea. I was at this is just nuts that we're all sitting in this room and this is not real. Yesterday, Haley and I were at Mama Carmen's, and I was like, yeah, you can ask Connor because he probably knows better than I do, obviously. But I was like, yeah, I know there's a lot of variables, a lot of unknowns next year, and I want to be wherever Connor is, but I don't know what that'll look like. LOL. I just had no idea. And so what did we do? We did essays, and then he was like, hey, I bought a ton of film. We bought a Polaroid this summer, and traded it back and forth because he was in Colorado, and we just took random pictures. Most of them suck, but we're learning. So we'll be getting married. That's weird. It's just nuts. So we went around Fayetteville and we took lots of pictures. He was very encouraging of just what's cool. We saw Becca Beal twice today. You know his peeps. And took Polaroids of some random people and gave them to him. Just kept watching. But it was fun. But it was so chill. I was like, yeah, we're just doing this, and we're gonna go canoeing. Not a big deal. Then we drove out there, didn't we? Or we got chapstick. My lips were really chapped. It was free. It's freezing. That's not. So anyway, then we went to Walmart and we got Starburst candy corn candies. They are horrible. Don't get them. And then we went to Lincoln. Somebody calling me? Randy, Randy, that's my dad, Roy. He tricked up me.
Yeah. You should answer it.
Dad?
Roy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Randy, yeah. Well, I'm actually in the barn with my friends, just explaining to them how I got engaged. The barn that's on his property. Taylor's barn? Yeah, thanks a lot. He said, what the hell's going on? Why are you already answering his phone? I knew it said Randy, and he put you in his phone as Randy so that if you called it wouldn't say Roy. I thought that was a really good idea. Sorry. But I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, weird. But I'm in a room with a bunch of people, and they're all looking at me. So that's all right. But yeah, can I call you back soon? Yeah. Were you DJing? He was. Okay, cool. Oh, Halloween party. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, I totally will. Alright, yeah. Okay, thanks, Dad. Alright, yeah, love you. Bye. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Daddy Roy.
Daddy Randy.
Yeah, he was like, I was wondering why the hell you were calling me Randy. So, we went to Lincoln, and when I got to Lincoln, I was like, Connor told me to bring like letters, because we sent letters back and forth because I was in London and he was in Colorado. Before we were like dating, it was just weird friendship, but not. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but no. So I brought it, but I sent Shelby a text message because this week I just things had been hard, and I was like, hey, I'm intrigued by a few things, but just pray for me. I feel weird. Oh, bye. And my phone's dying. And then my phone died, so she was like, what the frick? But then we walked to where we had our first date, which was hilariously just awkward. Not awkward. It wasn't awkward. It wasn't awkward. I mean, we made it, so it doesn't matter. But we were. It was funny sitting there, like a year and a bit later, So yeah, we sat there and we tried to cook a pizza over the fire again. Didn't work again. It worked with Anthony Kobe.
I don't think it actually ever works.
Yeah, except he did it
Once.
and he's getting married.
Yeah,
so maybe
we can practice.
from him. So that didn't work. He was starving. He got grapes. They had seeds in them. The ones that were from Sam's. Was that you that yeah, and you were like, they lie. So just watch your seed pack. I mean, grape packets. This is so irrelevant. I'm just rambling. Okay. We sat there, and then I hadn't seen like the letters I had sent him since I'd mailed them, like for the past few years, and so we traded and read them, and they were, oh my gosh, they were hilarious. Bad. They were so bad. But it was hilarious, and we put trivia at the end of them because I love trivia, and some of them were really funny, and they were all about Colorado or weird stuff about Connor that I would have no idea, or like he was president of choir, he worked at Hollister, But just, they were really funny to read, very, very funny. And then we packed up our stuff and started walking away, right? That's what we did next. Yeah. And then we stopped, like, on our way out, and he was like, okay, put this Carhartt on, a beanie. And I was like, okay, I was like, frick. And so I put it on, and I was like, there's literally no way, there's no way, this is nuts, there's no way, and so we were walking, and it was really dark, and I'm uncomfortable not seeing things or not knowing things. Yeah, I was blind, or the beanie was black, so blindfolded, and I was just holding his backpack and walking, but I was like, okay, Lord, if this is literally it, I don't know why else he's dragging me out in the dark unless, But it was just a really cool. It felt like the walk took 10 minutes, but it probably took a minute. But it was cool because it was dark, and I was like, okay, like Connor's leading me in the dark, and the Lord does the same thing, and I know that He has me, and I know like this could literally be it, and it could be really good. And He's my best friend, and I know that. And so it was nuts. And then I took the beanie, or he was like, okay, take the beanie off. And there was a bunch of mason jars. You guys did that. With candles in them, just in the middle of the forest, and they were strung on different twine that He's used to wrap all my like presents and stuff. But it was cool, and I was like, holy crud. I said holy crud every 10 seconds. I stood there, and he like put his headlamp on so he could read his letter, and I was like, there's literally no way, like this is not happening, like, and he stood there and he's like, okay, about to read, and I was like, no, like, just hold on, like, no. And I stood there, and I walked around for a bit, and I was like, okay, and I was like, no. So I was like, there's literally, like, there's no chance that this is happening right now, like, I was like, in my head, I was like, he hasn't talked to my dad. Do my friends know? Is this real? Like, I don't know. And not that he wouldn't do that. Like, he's such a planner and he knows things. But like, I was like, there's no way. But yeah, wait. So then he was like, this is a new letter, and he read to me. I have no idea. I have no idea what you said. But I just had the Carhartt, and I was crying. Because I was like, this is nuts. I cried. Yeah, I did cry. That's Amy, guys. Don't know if you know Amy. She's one of me and Shelby's best friends from high school. And I kept pausing it because I was like, this is not real. And then he read it, and I was like, okay. I was like, had the Carhartt in front of my face, just crying into it, but not really, just little tears. And then he asked me to marry him, and I was like, holy frick. I was like, yeah. And then I just jumped and gave him a hug, and I was like, are people here? And he was like, no, and I was like, sweet. I just like, I was like, because he was like, yeah, my roommate set this up. I was like, I don't know, that's really irrelevant.
That's it.
Then we got corn dogs, and we took a pic.
Yeah.